Most people say we are broken up by denominations because we believe differently about the Bible. So if you're a Baptist, you believe that I need to be separate from the Methodists because we have a certain view of baptism. Or if you're a Pentecostal, you will say, I need to be separate from the Baptists because I have a certain view of the Holy Spirit that causes me to want to be separate from everyone else. Well, some of that may be true. I don't buy all of it because, now you got Baptists coming to Presbyterian churches, and you have Presbyterians going to Baptist churches, and you have Pentecostals going to Methodist churches. You have oneness believers going to Trinitarian believers churches and preaching, and no one has an issue with it. But yet, on Sunday morning, we're still in our own churches. Why? It's because at the bottom, at the foundation of these denominations, it's not necessarily a biblical or theological issue. It is more so a cultural, societal, economic, or even a race issue. I want you to do something. After I read this book, I started looking around. I want you to do something. Think of every denomination you can think of, whether it's Baptist, whether it is whatever, Presbyterian, Methodist, whatever. And see if you can find any one of these denominations that focuses in on diversity of people. Meaning we got people of all social classes. We have people of all economic classes. We have people of all races. We have people of all, catch this one, ages. Meaning there's some older people. There's some younger people. There's some middle-aged people. See if you can find a denomination that makes everyone feel like they have a place in the church. And I would argue that most times, probably 9 times out of 10, you will find it very hard to find a denomination that makes every person feel like they belong in that denomination. It is because most times denominations are built on things that are supposed to supposed to divide, keep people apart. And the gospel is intent on bringing people together. So if I had to answer the question, is Christian denominations helping us? Well, in some ways, perhaps so. If we mean by helping us, do I feel comfortable at the church that I go to? Do I like the songs that are being sung? Do I like the style of preaching? Do I feel like I have a place where I belong? Well, yes, in that regard, it is helping us because guess what? I'm around people that are from where I'm from, right? We're all black. We all make the same amount of money relatively. We all tend to like a certain style of music. Well, yes, it's like I'm sitting in my living room. But the question is not whether or not denominations make me feel better. The question is, are denominations helpful to our responsibility to evangelize the world? And if I'm answering that question, I would say it is not. Because evangelism is not about making us feel comfortable in our living room. It's about taking our living room to the world so that they can understand how God has made a home for all of us of various backgrounds and from various places.